Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadosh, double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, salutation, you walk and teach all true sincerity. Um, this video is going to be called "These Heathens Are Our Heritage to Possess as Property." So this is Psalms 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. So all these heathens are a part of our inheritance, and the earth was made for our sakes. And and that statement is written in 2 Ezra 6:54 through 56, if I'm not mistaken. Moving on, this is Psalms 2 and verse 9. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, and thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. So we're basically going to rule all these nations with an iron fist, and with a rod that's probably going to be made either of pure gold that's going to probably feel like iron to these nations, because we're going to walk around with a king stick that's going to be a king staff that which can be a rod of iron or any type of metal you want, that we're going to be beating these different nations with, these different heathen nations with. To move on, this is Isaiah 14:1 and 2. It's Isaiah 14, verse 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel, set them in their own land, and strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And those strangers are Israelites. That's the only way you can cleave to the house of Jacob, if you're actually an Israelite by your father's lineage. And more likely, those are the confusion of faith Israelites, who are scattered to the four corners of the earth. Because because Israel's the sand of the sea. There's Israelites all over the world, So those who could cleave to the house of Jacob, cleave to, the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, And verse 2 says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And we're going to take all the heathen nations as captives, and we're going to rule over them, because they have oppressed us, living amongst their societies, and we're going to oppress them. We're going to put them in servitude, and they're going to serve us in our kingdom forever. I know Esau has a 1,000-year period before he's taken out of his misery, but he's going to serve his captivity without mercy. His 1,000 years is going to feel like forever, but it's not going to be forever. It's going to be for a period of time, and he's going to be taken out. But anyway, moving on. All these nations are going to be in our possession and as slaves, and we're going to rule over them with an iron fist. And but I'm gonna go to Revelations 2, 2 verse 26. It's Revelations 2 verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. And that's the reward to the elect brothers that endure to the end. We can have power over all the heathen nations, and we're gonna rule them with a rod of iron, basically with a iron fist. We're gonna have staffs of iron, a staff of gold. We're gonna be beating these nations with this staff, you know, and putting them in captivity, in slavery, you know. Um, because that's their reward. That's their reward for, you know, what they've done to the nation of Israel. That's their reward. That's their judgment. It's their, you know, once we get in power, it's time to judge these nations with the law, statutes, amendments, but judge them while they're in slavery, because all these curses are going to be put upon them, because what they've done to our people. They made us forget our name. I'm gonna get that count. This is Psalms 83 verse 1. It says, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. Below thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, but that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. They consulted together, all the heathen nations consulted together to come against our people, the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, and they cut us off from our heritage and made us forget our name, and made us forget our power, Yahweh Shin Shai. So they have to get judged and put in captivity, and all these curses have to come upon them. They got to be rewarded with curses. They got to be rewarded with slavery. They got to be rewarded with harsh judgment, you know. And that's their reward in the end, you know, because they had a part in taking us down. They had a part in making us forget who we were, you know. So this is and it's a balance. It's a righteous thing to for us to put them in captivity, put them in slavery. It's a balance, you know. You know, how about Shin Shai is all about balance and fairness. You know, they took us down, made us forget who we were. It's time for us to take them down and put them in slavery and judge them. You know, this is First Maccabees 2:10. What nation had not had a part in her kingdom and gotten her spoils, and all the nations had a part in taking us down and gotten all our spoils and taking, you know, away from our nation, you know, um, and they're gonna be rewarded with curses. That's the reward. This is Obadiah 1:15. It's for the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done it, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. And their reward is they're going to be rewarded with all the curses written in Deuteronomy 28:15 through 68. They're going to be rewarded with captivity, with slavery, basically. And that's where their reward. And they're going to drink up that cup, and they're going to drink all of it, you know. Um, and that says in Deuteronomy 37, all these curses shall be brought upon all our enemies, you know. And the last scripture I want to get is, it talks about they're gonna build up our walls, and that's it. It says, this is Isaiah 60 verse 10. The sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. And this is Isaiah 60 verse 11. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. So all these nations that had a part in bringing our kingdoms, all the things that they took from us will be brought back to us. And, all that they possess will be brought to us, and it will be all restored. So I'm going to say all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bashan, Yahushua, Double Honor, Elder Apostle, Great Millstone, and Shalom.